Hello students. Today I am going to discuss chapter 8, cell structure and function. The learning objective of this chapter are to know how and when cell was discovered, to understand how cell is seen and why cells are called building blocks of body, know about unicellular and multicellular organisms, comprehend great variation in shape and size of a cell, to learn about various organelles and their functions, differentiate between the structure of plant and animal cells. Cells are so tiny that they cannot be seen with the naked eye. Therefore, discovery of cell is linked with the invention of microscope. The cells were discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665 when he observed a thin slice of cork under his microscope. He noticed that the cork has large number of small compartments or boxes joined together to form a honeycomb-like structure. Later on, Anton van Leeuwenhoek in year 1674 observed single-celled organism in rainwater, protozoans, bacteria, hydra, and living cells like blood cells and sperm cells of man. Cell theory, the concept that all living organisms, whether plants or animals, are made up of cells, was elaborated as a cell theory by a German botanist, Schelden, and zoologist Swan. This theory states that cells are the structural and functional unit of living organisms. Cells arise by the division of pre-existing cells. Now, variations in number of cells in organisms. First of all, unicellular organisms. Some organisms like bacteria, amoeba, euglena, paramecium, yeast are formed of one cell only. These are called unicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms. They are made up of more than one cells. The number of cells in these organisms varies greatly and may reach to billions or trillions. Tissue, organ, and organ system level of organization in multicellular organisms. In multicellular organisms, different functions are carried out by different cells. Now, variation in shape and size of cells. The size of cells may be as small as millionth of a meter or may be as large as a few centimeters. The smallest cell is zero point 0.1 to zero point 0.5 micrometer in bacteria, and largest cell measures about 170 millimeter into 130 millimeter in an ostrich egg. Shape of cells. Cells show great variation in their shape. Cells may be round, spherical, elongated. Some are long and pointed at both ends. Some are branched like nerve cells. The change in the shape is due to the formation of pseudopodia, that is false fruit, which facilitates cell movement and capturing of food, in, like in amoeba. Now, student, you will come to know about a typical cell which has following three basic parts. Number one, cell membrane or plasma membrane. Number 2, cytoplasm. Number 3, nucleus. Now I'm going to discuss cell membrane or plasma membrane. Cell membrane are also known as plasma membrane. The membrane separates cell from one another and also from the surrounding medium. It gives shape to the cell. In plants, in addition to cell membrane, there is an outer layer known as cell wall, which is present to protect the cell from harsh environment. Now I'm going to discuss about cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a thick jelly-like semi-fluid substance that lies between the cell membrane and nucleus. It has about 90% water. A number of cell organelles are found suspended in the cytoplasm. Now, I will discuss about nucleus. Nucleus, it was discovered by Robert Brown in 1831. Nucleus is a small spherical or oval structure. It is known as a brain of the cell. It is separated from a cytoplasm by a membrane called nuclear membrane. In addition, it contains thread-like structure called chromosome, which carries gene from parent body to its offspring. Nucleus consists of following four parts. Number 1, nuclear envelope. It surrounds the nucleus and is formed of two nuclear membranes. Number 2, nucleoplasm. It is a dense fluid-like granular substance of the nucleus. Number 3, nucleolus. It is a rounded or spherical body in the nucleoplasm. Number 4, chromosomes. It is suspended in the nucleoplasm, are fine thread-like structure called chromatin thread. Now, the function of nucleus. Number 1, as you know, it acts as a control center for all the activities of cell. Number 2, it transmits and stores information of all the hereditary characteristics from one generation to another. Now, genes. What are they? Genes are the hereditary units. It controls the transfer of hereditary characteristics from parental generation to the offspring. Now, student, I am going to discuss the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. First of all, prokaryotic. Pro means primitive, karyotic means nucleus. Prokaryotic cells, they have primitive nucleus. Eukaryotic cells, U means true. Eukaryotic cells means having true nucleus. Prokaryotic cells, they are usually unicellular. Eukaryotic cells, they are usually multicellular. In prokaryotic cell, true membrane bound nucleus are absent, but in eukaryotic cells, true membrane bound nucleus are present. Example of prokaryotic cells, bacteria and blue-green algae. Example of eukaryotic cells, animals, plant, etc. Now I am going to discuss about vacuoles. You must have observed that these are clear space in the cell cytoplasm. They are present in plant cells. A mature plant cell has single large vacuoles, while young cells have many small vacuoles. Animal cells are either without any vacuole or have a few small vacuoles. In amoeba, it contains food for digestion. Vacuoles, they store excess of water and waste product. Now I am going to tell you about the plastids. Plastids, they are colored bodies found only in plant cells. These are of following three types. Number one, chloroplast. They are green in color due to the presence of chlorophyll. They carry out photosynthesis and impart green color to the leaves. Number two, chromoplast. They are colored plastid. They have pigment of different colors and give colors to flowers and fruits. Number three, leucoplast. They are colorless plastid. They store proteins and fats. Now I'm going to discuss the difference between the plant and the animal cell. You can see in the figure the very first difference, that is the cell wall. Cell wall, it is present in plant cell and it is absent in animal cell. You can see in the figure. Number 2, cell membrane. It is present in plant cell as well as in animal cells. Number 3, nucleus. Nucleus in plant cell, you can see in the figure, they are present or shifted to one side. But nucleus in animal cell, you can see in the figure, they are centrally located. Number 4, nuclear envelope. They are present in plant cell as well as in animal cells. Nucleolus, they are present in plant cell as well as in animal cells. Plastid, they are present in plant cells and they are absent in animal cells. Centrioles, they you can see in the diagram, they are absent in plant cells but they are present in animal cells. Lysosomes, they are absent in plant cells but they are present in animal cells. Golgi body, in plant cells there are many and they are found scattered, but in animal cells there is only one Golgi body. Vacuoles, they are present in plant cell. One or two large vacuoles are found in plant cells, but in animal cells, vacuoles may be absent or few and small in size. Thank you.